Hi, everyone. Welcome to Climax Weekly Podcast for Weiss Schwarz. Today we'll be doing the card of the week for the dates between February 23rd to February 27th, 2015. And joined by me here today is Busan, who is half dead. So, card of the day, we have first off Terraformers. First card, Deputy Leader of the NASA Mars Expedition Team, Michelle. Red character 00500, modified and bug trait. So, first ability, all of your characters in front of this card gets 500 power. Place second ability, act. Place two of your characters to rest. Choose one of your modified characters and gains 1k at the end of turn. Pretty common card. I mean, from what I see, I still say the waifu and husband builds. So, in terms of this card, I think it's pretty good.
As a card for Michelle, it's going to be like your staple back row for like a while, because then it's the freest act you could use on your turn.
Yeah, and I believe Michelle card lack power in general. I don't remember, but I think that is the case. I'm probably wrong.
Even
But yeah,
even
the 1k
then,
could help.
I mean, like Resident 2 to give a card 1k, it's already decent.
Yeah,
I mean, like it's even if you look at even if you don't look out even if you look outside of Michelle build, it's pretty decent actually.
moving on. The fight for survival, Michelle. Red character 00315k, modified and bug trait. Okay, when this card is reversed in battle, and you have one or less other modified characters, place this card into your clock.
Seen these cards before. They are more or less played if you have to play them.
Yeah, it's I said I like these cards because it's not that hard to get two level zeros unless you're just bad luck. But most cases, it's not that bad. So.
The demerit usually disappears by mid game, but
Yeah, but it's much better than the ones that reveal top. If it's if it's not a certain trait, take that clock. I mean, I would prefer this compared to those kind of cards.
because
But
because if you really want to get to level 1, this will help you make you go there faster.
yeah, I guess. But most people try to not.
For that precious life
Yeah,
damage at this point of the game, at this point of the game, no one really cares as much, but
yeah,
it could matter in the end.
it could. Moving on. Inherited power of a shell. Red character 227k. Modified and bug trait. First ability, continuous. When you have two or more other modified characters, this card gains 1k power. And hand encore. This ability can be only activated once per turn. When you use act ability, this gains 1k at the end of this turn. The last ability is when this card declares an attack with the Climax Terraformers here and there, which I believe is a 2k one. You may pay the stated cost, which is pay one stock. If you do, choose one of your opponent's level 2 or lower center stage characters and send it to its own rating. In general, I think it's okay. The first ability seems pretty easy to fulfill, and note that you have the act. This we went over just now to tap for that 1k, and yeah, it can stay in your fields because hand encore. The climax combo is okay.
It really only matters if you're fighting like level 2 fatties, I guess you
Yeah,
could call it. There are some cards at level 2 that you do not want to particularly battle in general, such as not sure what a good example is.
I don't know.
Vivid operations.
Yeah, vivid.
Vivid operations, level 2 game tend to be level 2 cards tend to be pretty good if they get the 2 cards in memory.
Yeah.
So those are usually cards you want to remove. But the problem is this will cost you 3 stock. It is technically a +1 because 2k1 and you just pay 1 to kill a card.
And it has encore, so it does have that field presence, even if it dies later. So and it can hit for 2 soul. You don't need to run level 3. You can be like screw level 3. So I hit for 2 soul.
Honestly, I don't see this in the competitive deck, but I can see its uses in other smaller decks. Or maybe people might even try to tech this in if they want 2k1 for Ono.
don't think it will be good because of the climax. But anyways, moving on. Here we have three Joes or Terraformers. We all call them Joe because just because of the All the Themes card with div art. Name Detestable Presence Terraformer. Blue character 00 2.5k. Bugs trait. You can place any number of cards with as this card into your deck. This card cannot declare a side attack. When this card is played from your hand to your stage, this gains power plus X until end of this turn, which X is the number of characters you control with the name Terraformer with Terraformer in their names multiplied by 500. Yeah.
Potential
So
5k, basically.
potentially, yeah.
But obviously, this is only in a cockroach deck.
Joe, yeah.
Joe deck. No matter you look at it, this is a pure Joe deck only card.
And I don't think anyone will build. I don't think you'll put Joe
in a regular actual deck with
in the modified deck.
In the modified decks.
Yeah,
because it doesn't even have modified, which is obvious because they didn't really modify themselves or anything. They're like naturally bred bugs.
Yeah. So it's just a really good Joe card, and I hope there is an SR version of this because
I would not be surprised if this is like if they're going to just play like 16 or 17 of these cards because it might be it might be the only level 0 they have.
I believe it is the only level 0 they have, and speaking of which, the boost is out already, so you can double check on the Weiss Schwarz card list page. So yeah, you'll probably put like 16 or something.
It's an uncommon
you can put 42
card.
If you want,
These are uncommon cards, so you might only pull two. Ideally, you only pull 2 box.
I highly doubt. Imagine all the SR full royal, foiled out Joe. Anyways, enough about Joe. Let's move on to something that actually looks better. Heading out, Eva. Yellow character 1/0, 5k. It has modified trait. When this card is played from hand to your stage, it gains 1.5k power to end of this turn. Personally, I don't like this on a level 1 card. I prefer the level 0 ones that gain 1.5 on play, but everyone's a bit different. So
hard to say. I haven't really seen the full card list of the cards that was released, so I'm just judging this off I know on the cards of the day. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's a 1 turn 65 for free. Support wise, it's not impossible to support. Defending wise, obviously it's only 5k on your turn, which is still better than some cards. But yeah.
Moving on, Gentle Smile Eva, yellow character 00500. Modified trait. First ability, assist all of your characters in front of this card. Gain 500 power. Pay 2. Rest this card. Search your deck for up to 1 modified character and show it to your opponent. Add to your hand and shuffle your deck. Pretty.
It's a good card actually.
Pretty good ability. Yeah.
If the best real comparison I could think of is Makoto in Automaster. Because of the whole assist, it's basically the same thing. Assist and rest 2 to search. Pay 2 to search. I mean.
Yeah, I was thinking of Tsugumi from Isekai, but that's a 1/0 in his global assist, but sort of close.
Not even close because you could play this at level 0, and that's that could be a world difference.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good card.
I think it might be staple because it searches. I don't know. It might.
In terms of stock wise, I mean, sure, it might get a little heavy, depending on what the other yellow card does. I don't know if Adolf Rutt is really stock heavy, but I think he is because he feels like a combo.
Adolf is pretty combo heavy. Now that you mentioned that, yeah, the stock might be a bit too heavy. You probably just use the searcher in the TD and the searcher that goes in memory. They're probably cheaper. It does basically the same thing almost.
Yeah, it just depends if you want to have a 500.
But if you realize your deck is saving a decent amount of stock, then I would just take all of those. I'll just take all of those out and just use this.
Yeah. Guess we'll move on. Next character, cold-looking side view Adolf, yellow character 1/0, 5.5 power, 5.5k power, modified electricity trait, just vanilla. As I said, yeah.
The only real thing to note on this particular Finnoid is an out of card, so that 1/135 counter activates when he is active when he's still around.
Yeah.
But
So,
that's like the only thing going for this card.
and I'm not gonna go into the other debate about 1/0s and 1/1s, but moving on. Electric Eel Adolf, Yellow character 1/1 6K, modified an electric trait. During your own turn, for every other modified character you control, this gains 500 power, and it has Clock Encore. In general, I think this is a pretty good card because, you know, that 500 makes it potentially 8K without assist. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, without
8K
assist.
without assist, and then you have Clock Encore in case you get killed. It gets killed on your opponent's turn.
I'd say it's a good card for several reasons. It's an out-of card that makes the counter usable. It becomes 8K on your turn, which it's a decent number. It has Clock Encore, and the fact that the Eva Climax combo would turn from a cost one kill card to a cost 1 ticket damage to search for 2 cards, which is the level 3 off and another card. So I see a lot of things going for this card, to be honest. Better than the Russian version. The Russian version is definitely inferior to this in every way.
Yeah.
So this is probably your staple. This is probably your staple 1/1 yellow card to go to. Anyone who's playing yellow might run like 2 or 3 copies. I'm not sure how many copies you'll run.
Yeah, it depends really.
It is a bit hard. It might be a bit harder to defend compared to like I don't know Love Live's Umi, which is usually 8K
Who
all the
needs
time.
defense, man? Who needs defense?
What I mean, it's 8K in attack and defense. This one's just 8K on the offense.
No.
I mean like it's support wise
yeah,
with support.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I mean like if you have a look support wise, with the same kind of support, technically this will make it 7-9K, which makes it stronger than Umi. If you had to compare to those two, they're about the same. It's what depends on what you like better.
Anyways.
Yeah, lots of things going for this card.
Yeah, moving on. Japanese Giant Hornet, Shokichi Komachi. Green character 00, 500 power, modified bug trait. All of the other modified characters gain plus 500 power. Second ability, pay 1. When this card is played or hit your stage, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one bug's operation from a rating room and return it to your hand. I'm just going to talk about the event, which is called Bug's Operation. It's green event 10. Place one of your characters with Shoichi in its name from stand to rest. If you do, all your characters gain plus 1k until end of opponent's next turn. So, first of all, it's a global assist. You know, those are obviously always good. On play, you can pay 1 to, you can salvage this. It's pretty good, a 1k boost. And you can put
but honestly,
your back. So.
But honestly, a 1k boost doesn't mean much.
Yeah, 1k boost isn't much, but
it's not like the event goes to memory or anything. It feels like it's pointless to even play it. And if it's kind of pointless to play, it's kind of pointless to pay 1 to pay for a card that you won't be playing.
Okay, yeah. Well, 1k boost isn't a big deal. There's your throw 1k ones and you'll cry. But
technically, if you think about it this way, it turns if you decide to pay to salvage, it is technically a +1, but it's an event card. It's not like it's going to do anything to you for you in terms of keeping characters on field permanently or in any particular way. It just gives the cards just a little bit more strength. Yeah. And you pay it basically turns the event to a 1/1.
Pretty much, yeah. In general, not really runnable, but depending on your deck style, like maybe you can get high power enough and you just want to make it like that extra 1k to make sure or something, but generally I think it's a pretty bad card. Yeah.
Global 500 is the global 500 part is fine. It's just the event. It's just the event. Yeah.
Moving on. Kind Leader, Shokichi Komachi, blue character 00, 500 power, modified and bug trait. On play, choose one of your other modified characters. It gains 1k power until end of this turn. Second ability. On play, you may pay 1 and place 2 of your modified characters from stand to rest. If you do so, you draw a card.
It's a good card, actually. I think it's a good card.
Don't know about the second ability.
What? Really? You pay 1 rest 2 to draw a card. Sometimes you can't even use the back row.
Okay, yeah, but I don't know. I'm thinking because I remember Miku has something like this in Volume One, and I just remember it being bad, but I don't remember. Whatever. The first ability is okay, so something you might tech one at most two of.
I won't say you tech any more than 2, so
Yeah,
yeah.
you won't put any more than two.
But
Yeah,
honestly, I think it's a good card because if they pay 1 rest 2 to draw a free card. I mean, like, look at it. Pay 1 stock. 1
okay.
stock for 1 card. That's so cheap.
Got a rest two as well, though.
Dude, like, how hard? That's still pretty free to me.
I guess, and so far, Blue doesn't seem like it relies on back row resting as much. Anyways, moving on. Entrusted with Hope, Shokichi Komachi, Blue character 2/1, 7K. Modified and bug trait. When you have two or more other modified characters, this gains an encore, second ability. When your other modified characters declare an attack, this gains 1.5k at the end of this turn. No.
2/110k. 2/110k with hand core. You would think this would be better in defense, but whatever. But I'm going by color archetype there, which I guess I should be ignoring that now. Basically, 2/110k. Not much to say. It has hand core at least.
So yeah, you can if you pump it up to 10k, it obviously has a hand core, so you could save it for next turn, but
It really depends on what kind of cards you might be fighting against. I'm not sure how much power you actually need. It's at least it could at least fight. It can fight level 3 cards. So
yeah, it has the potential to. Moving on. Entrusted with Hope, Michelle. Red character 00, 2.5k, modified bug trait. Ability can only be activated once per turn. When you use the act ability, this card gains plus 2k at the end of this turn. As mentioned before, you saw that assist, the first card we covered today. It's act, so you can pump this to 4.5. So it's pretty good.
4 point, technically 5.5, but no,
Oh, yeah,
6k, 6k if you assume the assist, 6.5 if it's in the center, but but it feels like what's the point of putting this on a lower 0 card?
It's just for YOLO, so you can show the power of your level 0. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think anyone will play it, except yeah, honestly, it's not really a good card. It's not a good card.
I don't know. I like it.
It's not a good card, no. Unless you come up with level 0 counter, then come at me.
Okay, yeah. Most cases that will happen. Moving on. BC specific strategy. Red event. 2/1 red event. Choose up to 2 characters from raid room, return to your hand, and then ditch one from hand to your raid room. Pretty common, same as a 2/2, but instead it's a 2/1, and you have a ditch one. So yeah. Not much to say here.
Not much to say here. It's not like it's going to trigger anything specific that might hurt you.
Yep. So moving on. Future of the Earth, Hizamari Akari, key character 00, 1.5k, modified and bug trait. All of your modified character gains plus 500 power. Second ability, place this card to rest. Choose one of your opponent's characters in stand and place it to rest. First off, it's a global power boost, so that's pretty good. Also, we know that Akari relies on putting your opponent's stuff from stand to rest, and it gains power and stuff. So overall, pretty good card for a husband deck, and we all know that is a legit deck. So.
It's great. That second effect is really specifically only for Akari cards, so.
Yeah.
I honestly think you only use this if you really want that global fine fighters and or you're playing Akari deck anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Inherited power, Hizamari Akari. Blue character 2/7k. Note it has 2 soul, modified and bug streak. For every other modified character you control, this gains plus 500 power. When your opponent character in stand go to rest, this gains plus 1500 power until end of this turn. Note that this happens when they attack as well, so it can get really annoying.
Technically, on a full field, it is a 2/9k, so I'll give it that.
You mean 2/2
9k?
10/5?
9k?
10/5.
9k on its own as it is.
when they attack with it, it's gonna
When
be
but what about when
fast.
you attack?
Right. Okay. Never mind.
It's not just because they go from standard res against 15 does not mean anything if you go to stand for it and they do that. Basically, it's
Yeah.
a 2/9k. If they get countered, if this card gets countered by a card, it's gonna suck because it costs you 2 stock to do this. Has no particular encore, but yes, it gets pretty big. But it's very susceptible to level 2 suiciders.
Yeah. That you don't see much of.
I'll give this okay, but honestly, I think the level 3 is better. I think you'll be just playing the level 3.
Okay. Whatever. Moving on. This is a different series now. Obviously, Nucky Holmes. Alternative Shara. Yellow character 2/8k. Detective and camera trait. Experience when your total level of the cards in your level area is 3 or greater. Just gains plus 1k power. So it's a 2/9k. Pretty good. Just as I mentioned before, I don't know if the TD can handle experience cards.
I couldn't care less, to be honest. It's pretty whatever because it doesn't really do anything for the main deck
Yeah.
that I know of. So this TD is it's pretty damn bored.
Yeah.
Can we just like skip everything else? I'm gonna just fast forward through this because everything else is vanillas.
Well, I'll just go through. Alternative Ellie, blue character 2/1, 2.5k. Has counter, detective, and book. It's a 2/1 backup for 3k. Not gonna say much there. Next one is Alternative Narrow, yellow character 003k, detective and Swiss trait. Again, it's just vanilla. Last one, we have a really cool art. Showers Manly Cry, red Climax, plus your soul. And that's pretty much it for this week's card of the week. So Terraformer is out now. You can check the card list and stuff. And as for new releases, pretty much all the same. Nothing special, I believe. There is nothing special. So yeah, I'll just end it here. Rate, comment, subscribe, and spread the word of Joe. Bye.